Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Aslema, marhaba bikum, and we will be talking today in English. Welcome again. This is our very first online seminar right after our annual holiday of the summer. We just got back from the holiday, so this is our very first online seminar right back. I am so glad to have you today with us. I am here with my colleague, Hind Abesi. She will be here for technical support. I already asked you in the chat box, where are you from? Where are you connecting right now? So I saw from Libya, Algeria, and of course Tunisia. I hope to get also some Moroccan participants. I'm very glad to have you today in our very special online seminar, a guide through the scholarship portal of the DAAD, where we are going to talk about how to apply for a DAAD scholarship and give you more information about the DAAD portal. I am actually giving you just some information, useful information. This is an interactive online seminar. It means I will be talking, I will be presenting some input, and then you will have the time to ask your questions, and we are glad to answer them. This online seminar is being recorded right now. My colleague will put it on our YouTube channel in about 2 to 3 days maximum. My name is Sirin Mahjoubi. I am the Deputy Director of the DAAD Regional Office in Tunis. Our office is responsible for consulting for Tunisia, Libya, Morocco, and Algeria, of course. And I am going to begin already. If you have some questions, you can put them in the chat box and we will be answering them later on. I just have one question before I begin my content and my presentation. Are you applying for a DAAD scholarship? Are you planning to apply probably this year, probably for next year? I do not know. Are you interested in applying for a PhD scholarship or probably the other scholarship programs such as the architecture program or the arts program? Or even the Hochschulsommerkurse, the summer courses at German universities. So this is actually a standard online seminar for all of our DAAD scholarship programs. So it's basically the same information for all our programs. I'm seeing some responses here, planning to apply this year for PhD also, yes, probably for master's also, yeah. So it's mainly for PhD, but we do have some other interest in masters and so on. Let me begin without too many chats. Our content of the day will be main information and presentation of the DAAD. What is the DAAD or the DAAD or the DAAD? Our funding programs, I'm going to give you some information and overview to our programs and the very next deadlines and scholarship program such as the PhD. Also, I'm going to explain to you and give you some input about how to do an application through the DAAD portal. And then later on, I will even, if I do have some time, I will share my screen with you and show you exactly how it looks like. Some suggestions, some tips for your application to make a successful application through our DAAD portal, and then I will give you some useful links to our website. The DAAD or the DAAD Probably you have heard about the DAAD or the DAAD or the DAAD, the German Academic Exchange Service. And what is the DAAD? It is actually a German acronym, Deutscher Akademischer Austauschdienst, which is exactly the translation to our to the German Academic Exchange Service, which is an independent organization of German institutions of higher education. Our main bureau or our main headquarter is in Bonn, the ancient capital of Germany. And we do have a second office in Berlin, the actual and the current capital of Germany. The members of the DAAD are such as universities and research institutes, and also about 100 student bodies. And the DAAD is almost in every corner in every country worldwide. We do have over 60 bureaus or information centers, either regional offices such as ours or even smaller information centers in more than 60 countries, as I already mentioned. Just to give you some numbers, over 140,000 scholarship and grants were given in the last few years to German and foreigners, to Germans to go abroad, to do research and to study abroad, and also for foreigners such as Tunisian, Libyan, Algerian, Moroccan students and researchers to go to Germany and to get some education and research opportunity and experiences. The DAAD office in the Maghreb, it is our bureau. It's our office, which is located in Tunis, the capital of Tunisia, and it is actually a consulting office. We do offer information about study and research in Germany, and we do offer also consulting for universities and institutions. We have a lot of partners for ministries and industry, and we offer and we organize many events, such as networking events, events for alumni, and also for students for all levels. We also have lectures and language assistants. We do have 2 lectures in Tunisia and Tunis, and we do have a lecture in Morocco at the University of Rabat. And we have a new format, which is the research ambassadors. These are researchers, or actually they are now professors, and they were in Germany. They had some experience there, either via research or even via study, and they are now on our website. You can contact them if you need some information, if you need some tips. Probably we do have 4 ambassadors right now. Each country have its own ambassador. We do have a Libyan, Algerian, and Moroccan, of course, Tunisian ambassadors. And if you need some information, you can contact them directly. Funding programs and research grants. Excuse me. Funding programs and research grants of the DAAD. Here is the overview to our programs. We do have a database, which is the www.fundingguide.de. I'm going to write it down right now to you to get more information about our scholarship opportunities. We have master's programs, such as programs for architecture, for arts, for public policy, good governance. And we do have a special program for professional who have 2 years of professional experience for example, water resources management, energy, renewable energies, and so on. And the program is called EPOS. And of course, we have also a very, very exotic program, which is the internship, COSP, to do a PFE in Germany for Tunisian students. And for PhD, it is open for all specialities. We do have the DLR program, and we have other grants for postdoc, such as researcher grants, and also for DLR, which is a special fellowship for energy, transportation, aerospace, aeronautical engineering, and so on. Here's an overview to our very first program. It is the study scholarships for foreign graduates in the field of architecture and arts. This is a special program for graduates, excuse me. It's for graduates to do a master's program in Germany in the field of architecture and arts. So the duration and the deadline and many information about these programs, as I already mentioned, are under the website fundingguide.de. This is a master's program which is either in English or in German, depends on the program. It's a master's program, so it's between 10 to 24 months. The application deadline for the architecture program is September 23rd, and the application deadline for the arts program is October 15th, and for music it is September 24th. All the details, all the informations, and the deadlines of these programs and how to apply, the documents to provide, to apply, and so on, are under the database www.fundingguide.de, because every single program has its own criteria, its own deadline and procedures, and so on. So please just note the program that you are interested in and look exactly on our website. What are the criteria? What are the conditions? So either you are eligible or not to apply for this program, and so on. Researcher grants. The researcher grants are, as I already mentioned, these are scholarships for all programs and all specialities. So it is a doctoral program. We have the full doctoral program in Germany, which with a duration up to 4 years. It is for graduates with master's degree to do a full PhD in Germany, and it is fully funded from the DAAD. And we do also have the binationally supervised program between 7 to 24 months. Here you need to be enrolled at a research institution here, either in Tunisia, Libya, Morocco, or even Algeria. You need to be enrolled as a doctoral student, and then you do the binationally supervised program. You need to have 2 supervisors, one in your home country and one in Germany. And then at the end, you will get a local PhD program, a PhD diploma, with the mention that you did your program or your research in Germany and in your home country. The last program in the research grants programs is the research grants for doctoral students with short-term condition. It means it is from 2 to 12 months for doctoral students and from 2 to 6 months for postdoctoral professors and researchers. And this is a program with the same condition. You need to be enrolled at a research institution or at a local university, and you are going to do your research in Germany with this specific duration from 2 to 12 months. as already mentioned, for the doctoral students and so on. The application deadline for all of these mentioned programs is August 31st. It means it is actually in few days, next week actually, and you need to go to our DAAD portal or the funding guide, the database, to get more information. I already asked you at the beginning, either you are planning to apply or just thinking about it and getting some information and so on. But if you are already planning, if you are already in the application procedure, please go to the website and get the information directly from the website. It depends on the program that you are interested in. The database that I mentioned a few times today, it is the funding program database. There you will find not only the DAAD programs, but also other programs from German organizations and German funding parties. And you will find currently over 182 programs for the whole world. Please select your country before applying. If you are from Libya, select Libya first to get the programs for Libya and so on. So please be careful in this specific criteria. And now, how to apply or how to do an application through the portal. Now you identified the program, for example. I am interested in the PhD program, in the research grant. I am already enrolled here as a doctoral student, for example, and I want to do a short-term research experience in Germany for, I don't know, probably 6 months or even less. And how to do my application. First of all, I will show you, I will share my screen, just a few seconds, please. Can you see my screen? I guess yes. So I'm going to go to fundingguide.de. You will find it also in English. That's very, very friendly to use. And now I'm going to click on my country, for example, Algeria. I'm going to choose the program for doctoral candidates, for example, and you can refine your selection. And I will find, for example, the research grants in Germany. So this is a short-term program, not a full PhD. I'm going to have here a global overview about the program, who can apply, what can be funded, the duration of the funding, and so on, the value of the scholarship, and so on. This is the very first button. Then you will find application requirements. Also to read, please, if you are eligible or not for this program. Application procedure, you will find here the most important information, which is the deadline of application, and also the application documents to provide before the application deadline. If I were you, I will probably I would printed this sheet or this PDF, and I will do some kind of checklist. This document, I do have it. This document is missing, and I will prepare my file or my dossier in reference to this checklist. Contact and consulting, it's us, it's the DAAD regional office in Tunis, and the submission of the application. You can do it right here. First of all, you need to register yourself, to the DAAD portal. You need to read about the registration and so on. It is actually an account where you will register yourself, first of all. So if you are studying in abroad, for example, you need to save your choice. You will find about what is the DAAD ID, what is how to register for the DAAD ID, and so on. And then you will find also an information sheet about the online DAAD portal. Please read it carefully. And it is all in English. It's all provided in English. And how to prepare your documents and so on. So, most important button now. To the application portal. Can you see it? Yes. Once you are registered, once you have an account, I use an example here, for example, that's an existing account already. So this is the email address, and this is the password. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to get to the account. You will find here new application. Please choose a funding program. This is the very next step to the registration. So first of all, you need to create an account to register yourself via the DAAD ID account. And then this is the second step. This is the application procedure. So here you will find, for example, I just chose Algeria and research grants in Germany, for example. I am a doctoral candidate, for example, and my target country is Germany and so on. And I'm going to fill all these information with your information and so on. And then you will proceed the application with next. And you will find here many buttons: personal data, the project, the academic career, professional, etc., language skills. Here you will upload your certificate of language, for example, English or German, other funding or benefits, etc., and your CV and your attachment. And if you are, for example, interested in doing research in Germany, you will attach a proposal or an expose of your work and so on. Okay, I hope this is clear. I cannot do it because I do not have an application. I do not have any documents, but this is the main online form to be filled in with your information, to be carefully filled in, because if some informations or documents are missing, you'll be disqualified, because we do not really have the capacity to look for who has the missing document and who has the missing information. Please read carefully all the information and fill the personal data information with yours and so on. I'm going to go back to the portal. So here you have also an email address and even a phone number. So if you do have some technical issues, you can contact directly portal@daad.de. We cannot help you if you have some technical questions or technical problems. For example, if you are uploading a document and the system is not accepting this document, or if there is any technical issue, we cannot really help you out. You need to reach out to the portal@daad.de or even call them via the number. Here you will find the hotline, but from 9 to 12 and from 2 to 4 p.m. And of course, summertime in Germany is considering. So if you are applying, please try to apply before the deadline. So for example, if here the application deadline is on August 31st exactly, do not apply on August 30th or something. Just try to apply 2 days ahead, or even a week ahead, or even if you have all the information already, if you have all the documents already now, try to apply as soon as possible and do not leave everything for last minute, because we know since years now that the portal will be blocked at the very last day, because everyone is trying to apply at the same time on last minute. So please, if your documents are already here and ready, just apply them as soon as possible. So I'm gonna get back to my presentation. So I showed you and I shared my screen with you to the portal and how to do the application. And now I'm going to go back to the presentation. So I already talked about the technical problems, and please contact the technical support via portal@DAAD. And I do have extra suggestions for you for your application. I already mentioned the not to leave everything to the last minute day or last 2 days. Please do them. Do your application as soon as possible. You need also to have some information about how we organize these scholarship selections. We do have 2 committees, one here in Tunisia or in the Maghreb region, with experts, of course, not us, not the DAAD, it's actually experts, professors, and some DAAD alumni. They will be selecting or pre-selecting your dossiers. Everything needs to be complete. It means what are the documents for the application? For example, for the doctoral program, you need to have a proposal. You need to have, of course, a CV, a letter of recommendation, a letter of motivation, your diplomas, all of your diplomas since the baccalaureate or the higher education diploma till today, all of your relevé de notes, transcript of records from the very first university year till today. If you have some internships done and you have some certificates for that, you need to join them to your application. And please be aware that if one single paper is missing, you will be disqualified. So take your time, do your application, concentrate in applying and so on, and just good luck with that. The second selection, so the first selection is a pre-selection, and the second and final selection will be done in Germany, in Bonn, at our headquarters. Not here in Tunisia. We do not have any information about your dossier as long as it goes from our portal and so on. So even if you have some question about the respond, when are we getting confirmation or an answer from the DAAD portal, you will find all the answers and all the information messages on your portal. So check your portal regularly, and if you have some questions, you can ask them directly via the portal, not via email at our office, please. The selection criteria are, of course, what are the criteria to the selection? The academic qualification. So these are, of course, excellence scholarships. So you need to be excellent in your academic career. The research proposal, if you are applying for a research grant, the research proposal need to be well done, well written. The timeline and so on of your research stay in Germany need to be clear. If you are applying for a full PhD program, for example, you need to have a supervisor and so on. So all these criteria are to be found on the website www.funding-guide.de. And of course, we consider also the personalities, the social skills. If you do have any, if you write them in your CV, we will definitely read them. And we will definitely consider them to the application. And of course, last but not least, the language skills. If you are applying for a German taught program, you need to prove that you can speak and write, of course, the language at a research level. So it's a B2 at least. And of course, for the English programs also, you need to prove that you can speak and research in that language. So it's IELTS level or TOEFL level or something similar. I do also have some suggestions for you for the application. If you need some information about how to write an academic CV in Germany. So I do have these few links. Probably you could screenshot these, and it's vt.ac.uk and prospects.ac.uk. And a second very, very important information, how to write a research proposal as a doctoral student or doctoral candidate. Thanks, Hint. Hint is now copying the links in the chat box for you to make it easier for you to register these links. So I already mentioned how to write a research proposal. The DFG gives you more information about how to write your research proposal, such as the German model. And the Research in Germany database and website have a lot of information for you on the website. So just read them and make sure you follow the proposal tips and so on. More useful links for you. We have okay. We have our main website, the www.daad.tn. This is our main website, the regional office in Tunis, where you will find a lot of information about studying research in Germany in general and how to find funding opportunities and funding programs and so on, and how to contact us and how to take an appointment at our office and so on. And the main website of the DAAD in Germany is the www.daad.de. There you will also find a lot of useful informations. Research organizations, just for you as for a better organization, if you are interested in research organizations in Germany, you will find a lot of contacts under www.researchingermany.org or www.garrett.org. In Germany, you can do your research at a university or at a research institution, or even at a laboratory, or we do have other models than the university. That's what I wanted to say. So if you are also looking for a fellowship, we do have a lot of fellowships also, and sometimes you will find already PhD positions. So it is a group of work, a group of research, and they are looking for a PhD candidate to this program. So if you are interested in applying probably for next year, because the deadline this year is very, very near, and you will probably be missing it if you are now applying, or if you are now not applying, if you are now thinking about applying. But if you already have everything, you have your proposal, you have your supervisor, German supervisor, or even both German and local supervisor, and you just need some information or remaining informations. So now this is the best time for you to apply to do your research next year. Just one last information, one very last and very useful information if you are applying this year, it's to conduct your research next year. So if you are applying this year, end of August, you will be waiting around 4 to 5 months to get your answer from the DAAD portal to do your research, at least about April, May 2027. So if you are applying now, you are not going to do your research, if accepted, in 26. It's going to be next year. That's very important to underline, please. Consulting sessions. So we have some consulting sessions via phone, face-to-face, and online. The via phone consulting, if you're probably from Libya, Algeria, or even Morocco, you can call us via WhatsApp. Also, if you are from Tunisia, from south of Tunisia, and you cannot come to our office, you can also call us at this number here on the screen every Wednesday from 3 to 4 p.m. and every Friday from 2 to 3 p.m. This is the Tunisian local time. And face-to-face consulting, Hind is now writing the appointment data or the appointment website on our website, www.daad.tn. Hind, my colleague, is going to give you the direct link for this. Thank you, Hind. And it's every Thursday from exactly from 12 to 2 exactly, because we do have new consulting hours. We have some new hours for the consultation and so on. So it's from 12 to 2 every Thursday. And the online consulting, it's every first Wednesday of every month. So the very next one will be September 2nd, normally. Yeah. Save the date. We do have a lot of interesting offers for you, even if you are not applying now. We have some soft skills workshops in September. One of them is, so we do have two, actually, the DAAD trainings. The deadline of the application is September 13th, but the event is going to take place end of September 29th and 30th, I guess. Please find more information about these calls on our website, www.daad.tn. The very next DKA modules are very, very interesting. We are now organizing everything, and you will find all the information on our website, www.daad.tn. And I guess today we not I guess, I'm sure of it, we opened the call of application for the DAAD training modules, soft skills, on our website, Facebook, and our very new LinkedIn page. And we are very, very glad to have it, to have our channel or our website or our page on LinkedIn now. We have a new account, so just follow us to get all the new informations and the new calls and so on. I already mentioned the call of application, the deadline for research scholarships, August 31st. And if you have questions, please do not hesitate to contact us on our website or at our email address. We have a very new channel and page on LinkedIn, DAAD Tunisie. So there you will find all the news and the new calls and so on. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed having you today with us. I thank Hind, my colleague, for the technical support. And you will find the recording of today's online seminar very, very soon on our YouTube channel, DAAD Tunisie. Thanks again and have a nice day. Bye-bye.